What is going on, boys and girls, and my apologies, channel subscribers, for not getting a video out here in a while. Today is Wednesday, December 6th, 2023. We're out in the RC workshop. Today's goal is to go out and do a little bit of tire cleaning. We've got a little bit of snow on the ground. Snow is a great way to clean tires off without saturating the tire with water, and risking getting water inside the foam. Snow works pretty good. So we're going to take this truck out, which we haven't had out since its first initial couple runs. This axial early Ford Bronco. This was a giveaway vehicle that was donated back to the channel by the winner. Much appreciated once again, Des, for that donation. That was very cool of you and very unexpected. So we'll take this guy out, try to get these tires cleaned up a little bit. We're going to set this guy out in the snow and get acclimated. My Trx Deep Woods, these normally get stored in the Trx bags that they came in. So I'm going to slap these guys on my Bronco at some point in time and get those cleaned off as well. My tracks need to get cleaned off still. I haven't gotten around to cleaning those guys off. From our last run in the sand out with the adventure course, so the snow will be great for cleaning those guys off. Snow was unexpected. 2.2 mudslingers. We're going to start off with these guys on my Bronco and try to get these guys cleaned off. They're looking pretty filthy. They should be looking brand new by the time we get done with this run here. So basically, this can be taking out two trucks. My Trx4 Bronco, the early Ford Bronco axial there. I'm going to take this one out with the 2.2 slingers on it. Take that one out with the 1.9s that came on it. And then we'll go ahead and slap these guys maybe onto my Bronco or possibly onto this Bronco. I don't know. One or the other. And get those tires clean. So there we go on that nonsense. Next step is to take both of these vehicles, put them outside in a plastic sled, get them acclimated along with those tires. I'll set those outside as well. Get those acclimating to the outdoor temperature. So I'll probably leave them outside for a good hour, maybe an hour and a half. Let everything cool down so it's the same temperature as the outdoor temperature. Snow is less likely to stick at that point in time. Reason for putting it in a plastic sled is to create a barrier between your vehicle and the snow. That way you don't get a frost layer or a frozen spot on your tires and or tracks. A warm vehicle from indoor room temperature. You set these guys out in the snow is going to melt underneath your tracks or your tires and then refreeze onto them, and you'll have a little frozen patch there. So having your vehicle slightly elevated or putting it inside a plastic sled so there's a barrier between your tires or tracks and the snow is a good way to prep your vehicles for the outdoor usage there in the wintertime. Tracks, that's absolutely key to acclimate these guys. If you don't acclimate these tracks in your vehicle before you go play in the snow, when it comes to a Trx4 and you put your tracks on your Trx4, don't just go from inside to outside. You're going to have all kinds of problems with the snow melting and refreezing on the tracks and loading up inside the drive cogs and packing in around all the idler bogies there. It'll be a total nightmare. But if you set your vehicle outside with the tracks on it, of course, battery, leave that inside at room temperature until you're ready to run, and then take the battery outside and install it in the vehicle while you're outside. Is generally the way that I go about it. You don't want to leave your LiPo sitting outside. But nevertheless, take your vehicle with your tracks and or tires on it, put it outside in a plastic sled or on a garbage bag or in a cardboard box or whatever, just something to keep a barrier between the tracks and or tires on the ground. And everything will work out great when you take it out for a run. Once everything is cooled down to the outdoor temperature, you won't have a problem with snow sticking to anything, because it's the same temperature as the snow. So it's not going to melt and refreeze. So that is the best way to go about it. Don't spray anything on your tires or tracks. Just set everything outside and let it cool down to the outdoor temperature, and you won't have a problem. So there you go, track guys. If you don't want to have a problem with your tracks loading up, acclimate your vehicles before you run them, and you'll be fine. Now, speaking of that, Traxxas actually goofed on that. If we look at our Trx4 all-terrain track kit here, and you see it running through the snow right there, and you see how the snow is sticking to everything. That's because they didn't acclimate it before they took it out. It's all stuck up around that bogie right there, that idler wheel in the back. The snow is melted and refrozen onto the idler wheel. That's because they didn't acclimate it beforehand. Acclimate your vehicles beforehand, and you won't have a problem with snow sticking and refreezing to your vehicle anywhere, for the most part. Other than the motor, once that starts warming up, then obviously that's going to create a warm spot. But you won't have a problem with your tires and or tracks if you acclimate beforehand. All right, that being said, we'll set that back down under yonder here. And we'll get these guys put outside, start the acclimating process, get our tires put outside, and we'll continue from there. Red light on, we're recording. Kind of warm out here. Celsius on the left, Fahrenheit on the right. And 30 degrees-ish. Maybe a little more. A lot of snow on the ground. Truck acclimating here in the sled. Well, I think the first one we're going to use here is the axial. We'll go with that. Just use the poor lighting here. Try to conserve our battery with our flash. So we've got the axial sitting in the sled. Our other tires sitting there cooling down as well. Bronco over here in the next sled. I'm going to slap a battery in this guy here real quick. I've got that in my pocket. And we'll head out on the trail. See how she does. Alright, torch on. Here we go. Don't know how impressive this is going to be. Not expecting too much out of the old axial today. The Scx10 early Ford Bronco. Stock tires. Lots of snow on the ground. I did pack out a course with my feet on the adventure course, so we'll head in that direction. Heavy vehicle, so once again, not expecting too much out of this girl. We did acclimate beforehand, so we shouldn't have too much snow sticking, but the temperature is kind of right in between freezing and not. It was kind of warm when I set the vehicles out there, right around 37 degrees. And now it's a little over 30, so our acclimating might not be so effective today, just because of that temperature variation. Cruising through some tire tracks right now on the way out to the adventure course. Ultimate Warrior is probably a little bit chilly today. Out here in this wrestling duds. Put that proper clothing on. And get stuck on a snowball. Want to go left? Truck does not want to go left. Heavy truck. Well, our stock tires aren't doing so well today. Might want to put the Trx4 deep woods on this truck after we're done and see how they fare. At least see how the truck does with the deep woods compared to these stock tires. Once again, right now we're just out here for a tire cleaning, so spinning the tires is really the name of the game. If you think about it that way. I'd like to be able to drive around the snow a little bit, though. Get a little bit further than what we are. He's not doing so good. We are running on a 4,000 milliamp or 4 amp 2S LiPo. 50C discharge rate. We've got a little bit of punch. A little bit of punch with that battery, not much, just a little bit. Getting close to bottoming out right there. Snow's pretty deep. Scale-wise for the truck, that's for darn sure. This would be like trying to get through 1.5 feet of snow. Or more, depending on how big those tires are supposed to be. The struggle is real out here today with this truck. Keep it going, find the perfect speed. We're starting to get in there a little bit. We're just making our way into the entrance of the course. We haven't even started going around it yet. We've got some footprints leading up into our entranceway here. Not expecting much at the moment. I was actually expecting more out of the truck than the performance that it's giving today. No one to pull us out, no winch. Get stuck, we're going to have to hand the guy it. Real world scenario, get stuck. The warrior there would be walking home. And he's not dressed proper for that occasion. I've had to walk home a few times in the winter time with friends out four-wheeling. What's up, Big John? We got stuck one time on a snowbank with a GMC S15 Jimmy. Way out on some back roads. High centered the truck on a snowbank. Had to walk home. Tried digging it out. We couldn't dig it out. The truck was actually stuck in a ditch. Underneath all that snow was a ditch. And we were in it. So no matter how far we dug underneath the truck just kept getting lower and lower. Just like this. I had to walk all the way home. Wearing tennis shoes. It wasn't a fun walk. It was not a fun walk. A very long walk. Very cold walk. Several miles through the snow. And yeah, it was not too happy when I got back. My feet were frozen, hands were frozen. Dressed for the occasion, just in case you have to walk. Real world situation. Oh, Des, the axial Bronco, not doing so good in the snow. I blame the tires, really. Tread pattern's a little bit too closed for this situation. Nice tires, but a little bit too closed up for the situation. Wild Peak. Mud PAs, I believe. Maybe they're ATs, I can't remember. We're almost into the adventure course. We're 6 minutes into our video, 7 minutes in, something like that. We almost punched our way through. Probably a bit tedious to watch, eh? Hey, real world four-wheeling here with the RC car. It's been a while since I got a video out once again. Broke my nose before Thanksgiving. That was pretty gnarly. Tree branch fell from way, way up there. Yes, that's like 90 feet up at least. Up to the top. These trees are pretty long. About that big around tree branch. Right in the side of the face. I gotta throw a video in, or a photo in on this video. If you're squeamish to blood, look away. Here's a look at that photo. Pretty messed up, eh? Broken nose. That was at the time of the incident. 2 black eyes later on, a couple days later. Broke more on the right side of my face than on the left. Didn't go to the doctor's office, but you can feel 3 distinct breaks with your finger just touching your nose. We're moving along right here through here. Oh, we were. Spoke too soon. Quite high centered it here. Yep, a little high centered. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped. Well, we can see how this is going. Snow's pretty darn deep, there's no doubt about that. No doubt about it. I only walked halfway around the adventure course. I stayed over here on the left-hand side. I didn't touch anything over here on the right. Don't want to disturb it too bad for the track vehicles. Alright, so we're going to try to work our way through this rut. Hands eye, did not work. Just straight down. Straight down she went. The bucking Bronco. Sinking Bronco. Not so good. We haven't even made it up to the podium. 9 minutes in. Oh, our tires are probably relatively clean at this point in time. Not as clean as a half-hour drive would give them, but for the 10 minutes or so that we've been out here, I'm sure they're a lot cleaner than what they started out as. Motor needs a little bit more snap. 2-speed transmission, yes, in the future would be nice. It does have a 2-speed transmission, we just don't have a servo hooked up to that. Because we've got it hooked up to our dig function, which is not going to help us out today. Brushless motor, 3S battery, a little different gearing, 2-speed transmission, better tires. It's a real nice truck. I love the way the suspension works on this truck. It's very fluid. Even in this cold weather, it's pretty fluid. Surprisingly. But it's a heavy truck, once again. Really heavy. Sweet body. Very heavy. First snow run, Des. Once again, very much appreciated for donating this truck back to the channel and giveaway vehicle. Made it into the podium. Yeah, it was a very cool donation, Des. Very much appreciated. Once again, can't say that enough. Surprise of the century for me. Did not expect a giveaway vehicle to come back to the channel. That is for sure. Our final giveaway vehicle on the channel. At least for the moment. Until things pick up. And maybe we'll start up again. I love giving things away. That's the whole deal. I like helping people and I like giving things out, so not doing a giveaway is just as much of a bummer for me as it is for everyone else, I'm sure. Sure in the future, if we can get things to pick up, we'll get some giveaways going again. Hey, we made it. Working our way in. I'm almost inclined to say that the old Radio Shack and Tyco 4x4 trucks that were open differentials front and rear ran on C-cell batteries. I almost want to say that they crawled a little bit better than the Axial is today. But it could be the tire difference. They had some balloony tires. Tractor chevron pattern. So it could be all the difference in the world right there. And this truck is pretty heavy. Camera locked up, but those trucks were pretty heavy as well. Running on C-cell batteries. No suspension on those trucks. Suspension does drop power a little bit here and there. Like riding a bicycle with shocks on it, you know, it takes a little bit of extra power to get it moving. Feel the burn in your legs. We're trying to climb up into the frog pond right now. Towards the over-under bridge. I didn't pack down a snow on top of the over-under bridge just because it's a pretty sketchy crossing. I was afraid to walk on it. Didn't want to break the bridge. So we're trying to make it up the rock approach going into the frog pond. spinning way up there. Come on, baby. There we go. Once we get in here, we might not be able to get back out. I don't know how this is going to go. Maybe I'll haul butt into it and go straight and try to bank that corner. I don't know how this is going to work out. Sort of like that, but this truck doesn't really haul butt, you know? Sometimes speed and momentum is your friend, especially in this situation. Rolling on the power. All right, making our way to the bridge here where it's not been packed down. So if we can get a good run in here, a good approach, we might be able to blast our way through. Or not. We're going to have to rock the transmission a little bit here. Try to make this happen. Come on, baby. Nose deep. Too far. On through home. Not very well. Come on, baby. Deep snow for the Bronco. Hey, we made it. All downhill from there. Last time we went through this section, we had this dug out severely through here. All those little shovel pits going through. Very, very hard on the Trx4 Bronco with the tracks on it. That's for darn sure. I'm gonna kind of walk this out, so I might have packed a little bit of snow into those pits, but still, they're there. They are there. I don't think we're going to get too much farther on this course today. This next hill is pretty darn challenging, especially the way things have been going with the Bronco. We got hung up in one of those pits over there, spun us around. All this punching that we're doing with the battery is hard on the ESC and it's hard on the battery. It really heats up your battery. Sudden discharge, full throttle. And I don't think we're going to make it up this hill. Not without a tow. Oh boy, you're easy stuck today. Drop down into a valley. Nowhere to go. No winch. Do a whole bunch of walking from here. Do or die situation. He's in there with his open cab and heater turned up all the way, trying to stay warm. Too ashamed to wear snow gear. Gotta be a tough guy. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it. Strike rolling. Snow is borderline packing, borderline slushy. Get tires grabbing. Kind of bad. But still, they're loaded up, so not much traction to be had. Maybe the old deep woods would definitely be doing us a little bit better today. Doing us a little bit more good. Fucking Wild Peaks aren't having it. Tread pattern's a little bit too closed up. But she's giving it hell. Definitely trying it. That's for sure. Des, we're trying to give her hell here. First Axial Scx10 3 or 2 or Scx10 period on the channel. Again, we've got an Axial Wraith 1.9 RTR, Axial Bomber that's just a roller, Axial SMT10 that's put together but just not painted yet. A couple Scx24s. But this is the first Scx10 or Scx10 3 for the channel. Heading into the tombstones here. And I don't think we're going to make it much farther than that. If we can even make it through there. Going through the stumps right now. Camera's acting up, keeps locking up on me as well. Keep moving the camera further forward. Like that. I think that the truck's gonna move along with it, but no, it's not happening. And you know, I believe the Vatira Ascender Bronco would probably do better than this one. A little bit lighter. Tires aren't quite as, well, I guess they're about equal. But lighter vehicle will probably do a little bit better through here. Shorter wheelbase too. I do a little bit better in the snow. Come on, baby, get it. Get on it. Come on, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Oh, keep going, keep going. Come on, there you go. Come on, baby. Through the tombstones. Yeah, there we go. We made it. Well, that was the easiest time I've ever had going through the tombstones right there. With any vehicle. And this is probably going to be the end of our video right here. I don't think we're going to make it up this hill. We're definitely not going to make it up the following hills. Going up the double roller, rolling around the backside, or to the log bridge. We're not going to make it through any of that stuff. No doubt about that. And now we are sliding off into a snowbank. Oh, you're doomed, warrior. You are so doomed. That's a big snowbank to be punching through. It's taller than the hood of the vehicle. And we're bound out under chassis, off the course, going downhill into no man's land. Real world scenario, this guy would be in trouble. For craps and giggles, we changed out the tires, put the Trx4 deep lids on here. 1.9 custom car, slightly larger diameter. Well, it might be right around the same size as those Wild Peaks. 4.7 something inches in outer diameter. So far, we're doing okay. I guess we previously crawled through here before and had a hell of a time with our Wild Peaks on it, but we're not doing too bad here with the dirt tracks. Definitely making it in with a lot less trouble, a lot less effort. Boy, tires make all the difference in the world. Right on through the podium. We went to the left here previously and we fought and struggled to make it up the hill. Let's see if we can make it up this other hill over here. We can just continue straight, which we didn't attempt last time. Oh, look at that, man, right up and over. That's pretty good, really. Says a lot for the tires, no doubt about it. This Falcon Wild Peak's not as good as the Trx4 1.9 CRs. Right up and over that next hill. Right up and over the next one. Getting into the frog pond. No hesitation there. Heading into the frog pond. We banked that corner the last time. Didn't bank it that time, and we made it without a problem. And right now we're on a previously cut path. I don't know how we do if we try to cut our own path here. They're not terrible, but she's starting to sink a little bit. We won't push it. We'll push our limits here. And we get stuck on the backside of this hill. Tires definitely grabbing better. We had to give the truck some assistance on the last time we went over this hill. Hand the guide all the way up. Deep woods are cleaning out a little bit better. Rocking the transmission. At least for an automatic transmission, that's what that's referred to as. Doing that, you're rocking the transmission. Very hard in your transmission. Great way to get through stuff, but very hard in your transmission. Ah, rollover. First rollover in the snow. Trx Deep Woods. We didn't roll over with the other tires, but we weren't getting enough ground speed to roll over, really. Won't get enough traction with them. These guys are definitely hooking up. Second rollover. Same spot. We're still running on that same battery pack that we have been running on this entire time. Other set of tires, same battery pack, hasn't been recharged. Just swap the tires out real quick. Did not take the vehicle inside to do that. I brought a wrench out to the tires, or out to the truck. Change the tires right up there in the snow. Use the plastic sled as a workbench. Come on, baby, get over that hill. It's hooking up better. There's no doubt about that. Still asking quite a bit out of it, trying to make it up some of these obstacles. Heavy vehicle. It's definitely hooking up though. I mean, it's shooting out of the hole compared to spinning his tires with the Wild Peak. He almost made it. Roll on to power. Yeah, I'm only so persistent. I don't think we're going to make it up over that. He's giving it hell, though. No doubt about it. Just making it through all that. Into the tunnel. This isn't going to be too long on this video. I was going to put these tires on my Trx4 Bronco, but I figured this early Ford Bronco needed some retribution. After that previous run with those wild peaks. He's doing better. No doubt about it. Definitely doing better. Tires make all the difference in the world. See how far we get. We had a hell of a time getting through here last time. We're making it through without a problem. Going through our one tombstone area. The bricks are kind of buried. Far off view so you can see how deep the snow is with the truck. And into that next rock section, we had some trouble getting over this one. Right in there. And we made it. Getting up in the snowbank, a little readjusting. Going back around the other side. Excuse the far off views. Gives you an idea just how big the adventure course is. Quite large. For a privately owned course. Making our way through the tombstones. Up to the next hill. We couldn't make it up this hill previously. That's where we got stuck. It was the end of the road last time. It might be the end of the road this time. Oh, we're almost there. Certainly doing a lot better with the deep woods. Alright, let's not dig her out too bad. I want to rut it up. See if we can make it. Skill more than speed, which might not happen. Sometimes lead foot prevails. We're getting off the course. Narrow brick pathway that we're trying to climb up. It is brick. Rolling brick. They kind of curved pieces at different angles. Not a straight climb. Easy in the summertime. Not so easy at the moment though. We're definitely losing some punch with our battery. We've been out here for a while. Second run, different set of tires. It's only a 4 amp battery. 4,000 milliamp. She's not going to make it, but we did make it up a little bit further than what we did previously. So that's good. Definitely a sign that we're doing better. And she's running out of steam. Or it's heating up, one or the other. Battery might be heating up. The ESC/receiver could be heating up a little bit here. Alright, well, we'll head back out the same way we came in. Or the same way we went out last time. Maybe. We made it through. Maybe a little bit further down in. I think we're still doomed, though. We're not going to be able to follow that footprint trail back out. Yeah, she's stuck. Oh well, not too bad. She did alright. Main goal is to clean off the tires for today. Once again, snow does a great job. We still have a little bit of mud loaded up right in here, but not too bad so far. Just for a quick run. We've only been out here for 14 minutes, so not bad. Not bad. And there's no way in hell that we're going to be able to make it around the rest of this course. There's just no way in hell. Maybe we'll put it to the top of the hill here to see how far we can go. I know those videos are going to be tedious and boring. Only for the hardcore channel subscribers. They're going to care about this. All the people who are YouTube surfing aren't going to care too much about it. Come on, baby. We know it's not going to make it up that double roller there. That'd be impossible. Hoping we can make it into here, but I don't think we'll be able to make it up this either. So, asking a lot out of it, man. Tracks, yeah, maybe. 2.2s, maybe. Maybe, but I doubt it, man. It's pretty darn steep. We might be stuck right where we're at. This other rock we're trying to climb over is pretty wicked as well. Yeah, we're probably not going to make it up that. There's a minute to move out and kick out a little path. See if we can make it through this little path. Trying to climb over a rock. There we go. We made it in. Don't think we're going to make it much further. Well, the deep woods definitely do better than the wild peaks. There's no doubt. There's definitely a lot to be said for tires. You think your stock tires are good, and then you put on a different set, like a set of these Trx deep woods, and you're like, oh my god, I've been missing out on so much. Alright, so there we go, boys and girls. I think our battery is dead here. That's wide open right now. Maybe not so much dead, but our ESC could be overheating a little bit here. It might be getting warm. Got no idea on that, since she's covered up pretty good. No chance of seeing in there. But not a bad run all in all. We reach up in here and toggle off our switches here and shut our vehicle down. And call it a video there. Alright, so there we go. Trx Deep Woods 1.9 CRs. Much better on the axial Scx10 3 early 4 Bronco versus the Falcon Wild Peaks. No doubt about it. Alright, round 2 or round 3, however you want to look at it. We did run that axial Bronco twice. Different tires on it. It's only about 9 o'clock at night. Temperature was down to 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Got the 2.2 mudslingers on the Bronco. Set it right on down in the same place that we started earlier with all the other vehicles. First run in the snow with the long arm lift kit. Once again, we did away with that front servo mount that comes along with the lift kit in favor for the original servo mount. That way we could take advantage of our suspension travel and get full articulation out of our driver's side front shock, whereas we weren't getting that before with that original lift kit mount. These tires are good and acclimated now. They've been sitting out here for a few hours. They're still getting some stickage though. Not having any problems with those 2.2 mudslingers. Although we are on a previously beaten down trail from that axial. She's doing pretty good so far. Pull off the snow a little bit, get into the bank. Just for craps and gigs. No problem. Since we're here, the axial made it up over this big steep hill. I'll give it a shot just to see if we can do it. No problem. Go back around to the frog pond, and hills on the other side of the frog pond that were giving this, giving the axial a little bit of trouble. Running on 3S, 5.2 amp or 5200 milliamp Electron Pro 3S LiPo. I run that same battery in my OC10 SCTE 3.0, as well as in my Vatera K5 or K10 Ascender with the VXL 3S brushless combo. Pulling into the frog pond area. Hearing some tree branches in the distance creaking along there. Wind's blowing, making me a little bit nervous. After getting hit with a dead man and breaking my nose 3 or 4 weeks ago there. Dead man or a widowmaker, whatever you want to call it. Fallen tree branch. There's a new trail there. Please keep coming down the hill. The whole purpose of this video is to clean the tires on the vehicle. That's basically it. Scooping around there, climbing up on the side of the powder, on the side of that bank. We weren't able to make it up this hill with the axial with either tires. It was definitely doing better with the Trx4 Deep Woods versus those Falcon Wild Peaks, but still not able to make it. See how the Bronco does with the 2.2 mudslingers in comparison. Not sure which vehicle is heavier, the Trx4 Bronco, this one, or that axial Bronco. The truck's pretty heavy in its own right. Not really crawling up it. You can use some 3S persuasion to get up it, I'm sure. Which is probably what it's going to take. There we go. Hop up to the top. Working our way back over and around the over-under log bridge. First over-under bridge on the course. Tight squeeze. Tight squeeze. Getting tighter. Getting tighter. Oh boy, we're rubbing the roof rack up there in the roof basket. Oh, definitely hitting the roof basket. Pressing the suspension. We made it. Coming back out the other side. Maybe. Yep, we made it. Oh, little rub there at the top. Top of the roof basket's catching. We made it. For the newcomers, that is a Trx4 Defender roof basket. The Land Rover Defender roof basket, first Trx4. It has been milled down and custom modified to fit onto this truck. I removed some plastic down under here so it sit flatter. Added some spacers on all the little mounts all the way around. Nice fit on the Bronco. The key word for finding one of those roof baskets is to type in roof basket. Basket, B-A-S-K-E-T, being the key word. You type in roof rack and you're not gonna find anything. Type in Trx4 Defender roof basket and it'll pop right up. Less than $10 US, or at least it was. Don't know how much they go for nowadays. Might be a little bit more. Problems with the Bronco so far? Plenty of ground clearance for those 2.2 mudslingers and that long travel lift kit. Still running that EcoPower WP120T steering servo. Not very impressed with that. The ProTech 1K TBL is on my list for Santa Claus this year. Maybe I'll get one, maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. No problem for the Bronco Trx4 negotiating this area with that big rock. Whereas the Axial's having some issues. We're actually pulling right off the bank as well. Flexing out our suspension just a little bit there. Shooting around, no problems. I made it back on the course. Making our way over to the big tombstone section. Axial spinning right here in the stump area as well, where we're currently spinning our tires. Clear them out. About those mudslingers, they clear out nicely. Trim down mudslingers. At least if you're running on 3S, you get a little bit of throttle snap, it'll clean out okay. Making our approach to that next little rolling brick hill. Axial didn't make it up this one. We might not make it up either. Take away some snow there so we can see what we're looking at. Hey, we made it up. Mudslingers doing good in the winter. Alright, what are we going to do here? We got our big roller hill there, which I'm sure we're not going to make it up that. We'll see if we can make it up into here the way we were initially trying it. Right over that little mound right there with that Axial. That's a tough climb to make when it's dry, let alone with snow on the ground. The big rock that we're trying to climb over. Oh, side skirting it. Oh, don't roll it. We're gonna roll it. We made it through. A little bit of snow in that wheel. Don't think we're gonna make it up this. Trees don't lie, that's the angle. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it up that. The brushless power. More of a rock bouncer. Maybe the Axial Bomber. The big old set of tires might make it. Not with the Trx4, not today. Well, let's try to make it up around this little switchback here in front of us. Straight up this way. Weird. See a little fog here. In the valley. A little fog in the valley. Out here on the Enchanted Adventure course. Possibly haunted, I don't know. Catch weird voices on tape sometimes. Catch a lot of orbs on tape, summer and winter. Even in the middle of a snowstorm, we're catching orbs. They aren't snowflakes. They're not insects. Behave totally differently than a snowflake. See it flying past the camera, like in through a storm, just kind of flying against the wind. Definitely not a snowflake. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make this either. Today's main goal, once again, is to clean the tires, not to beat up the truck too badly. Colder temperatures, you have to be careful that you don't break your vehicle, exceed the limits. Plastic is a lot more brittle in cold temperatures. So definitely need to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. 26 degrees Fahrenheit is not terrible. Zero, below zero, that's getting pretty cold. Gotta be careful in that kind of temperature. Very easy to break your truck. Doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. I know when to let off. Like that. And we are stuck. Well, I don't think we're going to make it up that hill. Video number 2. 19 minutes on that last one. Hey, we made it back up that hill. And back out the other direction. Phone battery. Running a external battery on the bottom of my transmitter to my phone. That's the only way that we're getting these long videos done at the moment. Last year, the camera was cutting out early after about 45 minutes with no flash on. And now I can run about 2 hours with the flash on, using that external battery pack. Make our way back out of here. Once again, we're just cleaning tires, so don't expect too much out of this video. Just goofing around. Something that you might do in your own backyard in the winter. On a Wednesday night. I love how those tires clean out so well. 3S, gotta love that too. Let's see if we can veer over to a different area of the course. Part that hasn't been traveled on as of yet. Find a place to bail out here and switch sides. Got the pads and fresh footprints there. Not too bad. Don't linger too much, it might get stuck. Get towards the over-under brick bridge here. Driving through footprints, essentially. Normally, you dread footprints on your course. You're like, no, get the footprints out of here. No footprints on the course. Wintertime, it's a fun obstacle. You space your footprints out just right. Whether you're running tires or tracks, it makes it a little bit more drivable. Drive between the footprints. Making our way up and out from underneath the brick bridge. Tires shattering away. Make this left turn. Go up this hill, perhaps. Running some Boom Racing Venomous Crate 2.2 wheels. Had these wheels since, man, probably 2016, early 2017 maybe. Long time. Great wheels. Never had a vehicle that I really liked them on other than this Bronco. They look good on the stuff. They look good on the K10 Ascender as well. Tough little hill we're trying to make it up here. I want to overheat that XL5 ESC. Back up and get a straighter run at this. Cut into that snowbank a little bit. See if we can get it back up. Oh, maybe. There we go. Definitely be an easier time with tracks today out here. We're cleaning the tires, not the tracks. We'll be cleaning the tracks next. Maybe aim for some fresh snow over on this side. Hope we don't get too close to that drop off. We'll be all right. Go, baby, go. Hear those mudslingers grabbing. Well, and maybe not grabbing, but spinning. Spinning on that smooth rock. We're getting down to the rock. We are in a hole. Damaging. I don't think we're going to make it up this. Without some divine intervention, wench or foot of God, tack down the trail a little bit more. Oh, baby. Hop to it. You can hop out of that. Oh, don't go that way. No, not that way. We're almost there. Tires are just a little bit bigger in diameter. We could probably make this. 2.2 mudslingers, or not mudslingers, but canyon trails, custom trimmed down, might do the job. A little larger than outer diameter. We're giving her hell. Surprised my ESC is not flashing just yet. We're certainly giving it a workout. 3S punch. I'm making it though. Slowly but surely. Definitely making it a heck of a lot farther than that axial Bronco would have ever even thought about making it. Original motor, original ESC in this Bronco. Original Bronco. The one that was originally first released. Pre-ordered the truck and had it same day shipped to my house. The day it was released. I've been beating the hell out of it ever since. Somebody accused me of having a mall crawler at one point in time. Not true. Not true at all. None of my vehicles are mall crawlers. They all get used. That's for sure. You're not afraid to roll them over either. That is for darn sure. As history has proven. Again and again. Yeah, I love my Trx4 Bronco. Tractor's did a great job on these trucks. First go around. Mudslingers are hooking some snow. I don't think we're going to make it. I said that before, but we've been chugging our way all the way up this hill. Doing pretty good so far. Truck's covered in snow. Wheels are packed full of snow. Rowdy's in there getting down. A little heavy on the throttle there, Rowdy. Got a lead foot. Oh, we can try second gear. Make sure it's engaged. Oh, we got stuck fast in second gear. Oh, hand to God. Second gear, we got stuck quick. Better switch it back to low. Let's see if we can get back out of this hole we're down in now. We're making our way down to the rock. Getting pulled off the path there on that one trail that we slid off there. Long traveled Bronco buried up to the top of the doors or window. Alright, well, we gave her hell. We tried second gear. That wasn't happening. Sliding off the face of a rock over there. Second gear again. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Stuff. Just being abusive. Oh, we're gonna get stuck here. Yep, we are stuck. Well, we're not making it up that part. We definitely gave it hell. Let's give it a try over here on this hill. See if we can make it up that. Get our truck turned around. Continue down our rock path. Up our rock path, I should say. Perhaps. This has not been traveled on yet, so we're cutting a new path here. Not going very smooth. on it, baby. There you go. There we go. Throttle persuasion. Now, we've caught voices in this area before on video. As well as multiple orbs. Oh, we're starting out so well. It's looking so promising. Hey, right on up. That's a pretty steep run, so not bad there. Not bad for the old girl. Pretty steep hill that we just climbed up out of. Camera never does it justice. That was a steep one too. These hills haven't changed since that last time we were out here with the this truck and the tracks on it. Our brother's 2.2 Super Swampers, so pretty steep hills here. Only difference is they have snow on them now. This is being all sandy and muddy. She's making her way. Oh, spoke too soon. There we go. Back towards the podium. And on out through the gate. Trx4 Bronco, long travel, very successful. All things considered, with those 2.2 mudslingers. Good run. Good run, all in all. Much better than the Axial. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, that's going to do it, boys and girls. I think we got our tires pretty much clean. We'll find out once the snow melts off them. But I'm pretty sure they're clean. They definitely look a lot cleaner. That is for sure. They were pretty muddy going into it. They definitely look a little bit cleaner. Snow makes a good scrub brush. Alright, boys and girls, that's going to do it. Very much appreciated for y'all sticking around and watching the video. Questions and comments are always welcome, as always. Once again, just goofing around, cleaning off my tires, so keep your bad comments to yourself, I suppose. Alright, that is going to do it. Next video will be this Bronco with the all-terrain tracks on it, deep lug paddle tracks, versus my brother's Bronco and 2.2 Super Swampers. And we'll see how those two fare out in the snow. See which one's better. Alright, that's going to do it. Very much appreciated for y'all sticking around and watching the video, and we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks again.